So let's talk about why getting a myomectomy is not advisable, okay? And in case you don't know what a myomectomy is, it's a fibroid removal surgery, okay? And this is recommended, of course, by doctors when women have fibroids, all right? So this is why getting a myomectomy is not advisable. First of all, let me just say this, okay? Yes, I've had a myomectomy in the past, about 12 years ago, and I regrew fibroids right after that, and I was able to thankfully shrink and get rid of my fibroids afterwards. So I got fibroids twice, okay? So I just want to put that out there. So I'm speaking from experience and also somebody that works with many clients who have fibroids, okay? I'm a holistic womb specialist, and what I do is I help women who have fibroids and other reproductive health issues get to the root cause of their problem and heal their problem from the roots, okay? So I've helped many women get rid of fibroids naturally, shrink, and also dissolve fibroids completely naturally. Now, let me just say this, okay? When we're talking about a myomectomy, surgically cutting into your womb in order to get the fibroid out, we are not addressing the root cause, okay? So there are reasons, deeper reasons why you got fibroids, right? We're talking about you have a hormonal imbalance called estrogen dominance. Research that if you don't know anything about it, when you have fibroids, you have toxins in the body, you have a liver that's compromised because it cannot get rid of excess estrogens like it's supposed to, right? You have a digestive system that's backed up. You have a lymphatic system that's also very weakened, which is your body's, pretty much the body's cellular garbage can, right? So we have to make sure that that's working the way it's supposed to in order to rid your body of toxins so it doesn't interfere with your health. So we have a body that is compromised when we have fibroids, right? So then you getting a surgery, which a lot of women that have fibroids also have heavy bleeding, right? So going through these surgeries and putting your body at an even more compromised and weakened state is just not smart. And I always say this, if you go watch my lives and watch my videos, I always say one of my biggest regrets is even getting a myomectomy at all, being cut open, having my womb cut into. And you have women out there that's had 2, 3, 4 myomectomies and still have not been taught that you have to get to the root cause of the problem in order to get rid of this issue. Naturally, you have to do it the natural way or the issue will just keep reappearing, okay? When we're talking about estrogen dominance, which is which you have by default when you have fibroids, when you have ovarian cysts, when you have heavy bleeding, when you have endometriosis, right? Which you have by default, which a lot of women have. But for some women, the estrogen dominance, that hormonal imbalance is worse than others. And at its worst, it can cause things like breast cancer, uterine cancer. So when you have fibroids, you are more at risk for things like breast and uterine cancer, even cervical cancer. Yes, cervical cancer, right? Because estrogen dominance can cause abnormal cells in the cervix. So when we talk about getting these surgeries and getting UFE and getting myomectomy, you're not getting to the root cause of the problem. So you still have those risk factors, you still have that hormonal imbalance, you still have those health issues like in your body, right? Until we can get to the root cause of the problem. And I didn't even address the energetic reasons for fibroids, I didn't even address the emotional reasons for fibroids because all of this stuff is a factor. The body works together as a whole, right? So it's very important for you to understand that. You want to address fibroids from the root cause. Take it from me as somebody that's went through a myomectomy, right? And they got fibroids right after. And I've worked with many women who've had 2, 3 myomectomies as well, right? Who don't want to get cut open again because that's a major surgery. So you're essentially setting yourself up for a hysterectomy because when you've had so many myomectomies, at some point you're going to get tired. And you're like, you know what? Just take the uterus, right? And I didn't even mention women who's trying to get pregnant because guess what? When we bring babies into the world, and some women will get a myomectomy trying to get pregnant, right? But here's the thing, you still have estrogen dominance. You still have what caused fibroids inside of you. So this again puts our offspring at more risk to get these issues later. When you have an unhealthy gut, which you have when you have fibroids, right? Even if you had the surgery, you did not address the root cause. When you have estrogen dominance, when you have this hormonal imbalance and you're passing it on continuously, right? This weakened immune system. This is how we get babies that develop these same issues. At what point do we break the generational curse? Because I know a lot of women that's on here, their family, all the women in their family has fibroids, heavy bleeding, hysterectomies, right? At what point do we break that generational curse and address this issue naturally and stop, fibroids from being a thing in your family? Somebody has to do it, right? So here's the thing, if you're watching this and you're like, look, I'm sick and tired of dealing with fibroids. I'm sick and tired of going through these surgeries and all these procedures and not getting to the root cause of the problem. Or if you've never even had surgery, but your soul, your intuition is telling you not to go that route, I want you to, know that your body's very powerful and that you can do this naturally, okay? And if you need help, for women that, if you've been following me maybe, or if you just stumbling upon this video, I do have self-study courses. I have my 12 steps on how to shrink your fibroids full bundle course. I also have where you can work with me in order to adjust your lifestyle. This is for women that want a total lifestyle transformation as far as their diet, lifestyle, and mindset, and also to remove energetic reasons of getting fibroids, right? Check out my Detoxify Your Womb program, okay? Now that program, again, I don't accept everybody. It is top level, my signature program where you work with me for 3 months. But if you're not ready for that, I have self-study courses like my 12 steps on how to shrink your fibroids full bundle course. So I say all that to say you have options. Even if you don't work with me, work with somebody that's going to help you, again, get ahead of this. That's going to help you address your fibroids naturally, okay? Because the last thing you want to do, again, is be cut open time and time and time again, and then later on, it turns into something more serious, like cancer, okay? We do not want that, all right? So do the work, get to the root cause of the problem, and heal your body, heal your womb so the next generation doesn't have to deal with this crap, okay? Love you guys. Have a great day.